lovely book dragons, and welcome back to another reading vlog. Today is episode 4 of Vlogs in Bookland. We took a little bit of a break last week because we are planning something a little bit more grand for you. But today we're here with A Dice Controls My Day. So the principle of today's vlog is quite simple. Every time I have a choice to make, I'm gonna be doing it with this little guy. And so the very first thing I want to decide with you here is how many times am I gonna roll the most fantastic intro you have ever seen? Let's do this. 3 times. I need to roll our wonderful intro 3 times. Let's go. Sunday and I couldn't do a full 24-hour reading vlog because of life and work and all that, but I am going to be using the dice today the whole day to decide what we're going to do. And the very first thing I did when I woke up was I used my handy dandy little The very first thing I used my little handy dandy dice this morning for was to decide which makeup palette was I gonna use today to express my creativity via eyeshadow. So I picked 6 palettes that had kind of like these warm tones that would suit this shirt, and I rolled the dice and he picked one, and then I did my makeup this morning. My husband said, "You look like a Dutch because everything's orange," and I'm like, why am I even asking a dude for makeup advice? You tell me, you tell me. So if you want to see which palette that I used to accomplish this look with, here's the result. Okay, the very first thing we're gonna roll the dice for is which makeup palette am I gonna be using today? Am I going to be using number 1, the Sananas and Sephora collaboration? Am I going to use the Lolita Por Vida by Kat Von D? Am I going to be using the Gingerbread Extra Spicy by Too Faced, the Perfect Filter by NYX, this Amber Passion by Primark, or a simple eyeshadow? Let's see what the dice decides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to be using the Amber Passion from Primark, which was super cheap, and it is absolutely a dupe for the Huda Beauty ones. And we're going to be playing with this today. And here is what the palette looks like open. So it has warm tones and such. I have never used this palette before, so it should be fun to try it out. I confess I was really excited if I got a single eyeshadow here, a single eyeshadow, or this one, because this one has really nice, you know, warm tones. They all have nice warm tones inside of them, but I'm excited to try this palette, so let's do this. The second thing I used my handy dandy dice for was to decide what beverage was I gonna start my day with. I was hoping for a nice latte or a nice cup of coffee, but my friend here today has already let me down because he picked this. I'm mean, the juice was really delicious and the palette turned out okay, but they were two of the things that I wanted the least on the list. I wanted to use other palettes, I wanted to have another drink. So today, my friend, it's already gonna be an interesting day with you, isn't it? You're gonna listen. We'll see what becomes of this. So do you know what? I decided while we're here, we're gonna roll the dice and we're gonna decide on how many books we're going to unhaul from my shelves. My shelves are quite, I mean, you guys really like seeing it. I see it in every comment and I will do a bookshelf tour at some point. But there are some books that I've kind of lost interest in, and we saw from my previous vlog that there's already one book I want to unhaul. And I was gonna unhaul anyway, so I decided let's have my trusty friend here. We should give him a name. Cruello, like Cruello, because of Cruella de Vil, because she is black and white. But let's ask our friend the dice how many books we're gonna unhaul today, and then let's pick those books. Okay guys, as you just saw, we're going to be unhauling 5 books from my shelves. Let's go. Alright, it took me a little bit of time to find the 5th book because I wanted to unhaul something I hadn't already read, but you'll see. You'll see. I have 5 books, let's unhaul. The first book should come as no surprise to anyone who's seen my last Vlogs in Bookland vlog, and that is, what is this thing called? Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about this in this vlog. If you wanna know why I'm unhauling it, just watch last week's vlog. I mean, 2 weeks ago's vlog. It's 42 minutes. If you put it on double speed, it's 24 minutes. No. The next book I'm going to unhaul is, unfortunately, Wolf by Ryan Groudon. Listen, this book I absolutely wanted to love so much. It is an alternate historical fiction novel where Hitler won and the Third Reich is really like expanding, and he is still the Führer, he's still the leader of basically Europe and other places. And in this story we follow a girl who was in an internment camp, and she was a kind of like a test rabbit for a new program. And what it did is that all the injections and all the products that went into her allow her to skin change. So she can look like me, she can look like you, she can look like anyone. And she decides to use this power to enter a motorcycle race, because the winner of the motorcycle race gets to meet Hitler at the victor's ball. So we follow the resistance as they are trying to put together this plan and of course execute it. And it sounds amazing, doesn't it? Yes, it really does. And the book was just so disappointing. I actually buddy read this one with Felipe and we both felt the exact same way. This book was solely focused on the romance, which I didn't understand at all, and so many things didn't make sense. There were so many plot holes, and the main character had plot armor like I've never seen anyone. Like Captain America, even your shield is not as potent as this. I mean, there was like, it was just so unrealistic. Like nothing made sense. Nothing made sense. It wasn't logical. I didn't enjoy it. The execution was really poor, and I will not be continuing with this series. And so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna part with it. Next up is a book that I had already put in an unhaul pile back in the day, and the book is Mirror in the Sky by Aditi Khorana. I think I read this, but I have no recollection. No recollection. And I'm not sure. I think I've read this book. I don't even know what it's about. Like, if I read it, I don't even know the synopsis of this. And so if I've read it, I just want to get rid of it. If I haven't read it, I'm gonna look it up on Goodreads after this. If I haven't read it, I might keep it, but I'm pretty sure I have read it. And if I don't even remember the synopsis of this, that tells you something. And finally, I'm gonna unhaul the first 2 books in a series, which are the first 2 books in the Books of Spirit and Thieves series, I think it's what it's called. The first one is called A Book of Spirit and Thieves, and the second one is called The Darkest Magic. And these are spin-offs. This is a spin-off series of Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and I really enjoy the Fallen Kingdoms series. I buddy read that one with Philippa 2 or 3 years ago, and we read all books in 1 month. It was amazing. And so I was really excited to read these. I bought these at the store, full price. Like, I paid 16 euros and 18 euros for this. And then I found out that they didn't even finish, Morgan Rhodes didn't even finish the story. Like, the 3rd book in the series was cancelled. So apparently this is pretty bad, and I'm not gonna read 2 books in a series where I know that the conclusion was cancelled. I mean, you might say,
but girl, you love A Song of Ice and Fire. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I have no interest in starting a series that will never be completed, and if it's as poor as people say it is, I have no interest in these. So here are the 5 books that I'm going to be unhauling today. Hey guys, so I decided I wanted to read for a little bit, and I actually am currently reading Scythe by Neil Schusterman. I have 100 pages left, and I'm here. I mean, I fell asleep in the middle of a chapter, so I am on page 321, that much I remember. So I want to finish this chapter, and then I want to know how many chapters am I going to be reading in a row after I read that chapter. So let's have our friend Corello decide. Okay, as you saw, I need to read 6 chapters. So after I finish this chapter, I'm going to be reading 6 more, which means I would reach the end of chapter 35, which is about page 290, and then I only have like 50 pages left. So I'm going to be finishing this book today, but now I need to read 6 chapters in a row. I think I'm going to be reading upstairs because it's nice and cold, and I will be reading, and then I will let you know what I think. Hey guys, so it is a couple of hours later, and I just finished my reread of Scythe by Neil Schusterman, and I'm so happy to say that I still absolutely love this book. I gave it 5 stars. I haven't given it yet, but I'm gonna give this 5 stars again. It is just so good. This story follows 2 main characters, Rowan and Citra, and they live in a future of this earth where we have conquered death. There are no diseases, which would come in handy in the year of our Lord 2020, wouldn't it? There are no murders, which would also come in handy in the year of our Lord 2020. I mean, basically, right now, I wish we lived in this time period. But point is, there is no more death. Humans live hundreds and hundreds of years. They can make themselves be younger again. They can just go on with their lives. And the only way that they control overpopulation in this version of our Earth is that there are these people called scythes. Scythes go through a training, and then they become scythes, and they are the only people allowed to actually kill someone. So for example, if you in this version of our world think I've had it, I want to kill that person over there, and you shoot them, they're just going to be taken to a revival center and come back in a few days. However, if a scythe gleans that person, then it is like a forever death, like what we have now. So scythes are the only people that can control overpopulation by actually getting rid of humans by gleaning them, or as we would say, killing them. So generally speaking, scythes are chosen because they have compassion and because they don't want to be scythes, they don't want to be killers. But there are some scythes that are a little bit different. So generally speaking, scythes have a quota, you can only kill this many people, and there's ways of doing it. They have a set of commandments that they have to follow, and they can only do things in a certain way. But some of the more modern scythes think that this is very outdated, that they should be able to kill whomever, however, and wherever they want, and they're a little bit like basically mass murderers, as we would call them today. And in this story we follow Citra and Rowan, who are being taken as apprentices for Scythe Faraday, and he takes them on and their training starts and the story goes from there. As well, in this story we have the cloud, which is what allowed us to become immortals, and the cloud is called the Thunderhead, and he, or it, the cloud, just knows everything that humans need and controls everything except for the Scythedom. So the Thunderhead and the Scythedom are completely separate and they cannot interfere one with the other. And that's kind of the world that Neil Schusterman has created. And I read this book a couple of years ago for the very first time, and I just reread it with a few friends, and it was still fantastic. I love this book. I love the discussions that it brings up. I love the characters. I love pretty much everything about it. The discussion that means most to me is about time and what we would do with time if we had an unlimited amount of time to live. Like, if we could become 1,000 years old, what would we do? Would we actually go ahead and pursue a bunch of degrees and do a lot of nice things, or would we kind of just get bored and just do nothing with our time? Because we knew, like, there's no reason I need to rush doing certain things, because like, you don't need to have a bucket list because you will never kick the bucket. So that's that, you know, you kind of just vegetate, and that's really interesting. I really like seeing it here because you have the gleaning journals of scythes where they talk about how humans have reacted and stuff, and for example, here's a quote that I really enjoyed. Just as one example, it says, "But like so many things, once we had possession of infinite knowledge, it suddenly seemed less important, less urgent. Yes, we knew everything, but I often wonder if anyone bothers to look at all that knowledge. There are academics, of course, who study what we already know, but to what end? The very idea of schooling used to be about learning so that we could improve our lives and the world. But a perfect world needs no improvement. Like most everything else we do, education, from grade school through the highest of universities, is just a way to keep us busy." And I thought it was really interesting to see how, like, the discussion about what would we do if we had so much time, if there was no death looming above us, what would we do, how would we invest our time, and what would humans be like? I absolutely love this book. I'm super excited because we're going to be starting with the sequel very soon, and I cannot wait to see where this is going. I've heard really good things about the second book, but I've heard mixed things about the final book, so I'm a bit nervous, but still very excited. It is now time to roll the dice a few more times. I want to paint my nails. I also want to watch some YouTube videos, and we're gonna pick the color of the nail polish together. You'll see I was really in the mood for a certain shade, and I picked like 6 shades that are similar to each other in that color scheme, and then we're gonna pick what color I'm gonna be painting my nails with. Initially, I really wanted to make this video about even choosing the activities, like do I now do this, or this, but to be honest, since I started working in, it's just difficult. I just want to do the stuff that I was already planning on doing, but with a twist. Like, I know if I was on vacation like I was with Instagram Controls My Life, it doesn't matter because tomorrow is just another day to do whatever the heck I want. But no, tomorrow is gonna be work and waking up super early and being headachy and tired all day. So today I just want to do the stuff that I was gonna do anyway, and I just want to use the dice to help me choose within those activities. Maybe that's not as fun, but it's gotta be how it's gotta be. I'm sorry. Alright, here are the shades that I would like to use. As you can tell, it's all very pinkish, purplish, even like a goldenish color. This one's super pretty. And so these are the 6 nail polishes I'm gonna put in the run, and we're gonna have our little dice decide what we do. lovely book dragons. It is now actually Thursday and this vlog is going up tomorrow and I still haven't closed out this vlog. So yeah, I actually last night, so on Wednesday night, I was editing the whole footage that I took on Sunday for this vlog, and I realized you can definitely tell that I was exhausted in that vlog. I started physically going back to work last week. I've been working this whole time from home, but last week on Wednesday I had to like physically go back to my office, and it is just so tiring. Like, I was exhausted all of last week. I was headachy every single day, and I think you can tell in the vlog I didn't have the enthusiasm that I usually have for my vlogs. I wasn't really feeling motivated or excited about anything. I just wanted to sleep, basically. I really just wanted to sleep. And I actually forgot to close out the vlog after I talked to you about finishing Scythe. I painted my nails with the color that the dice decided, but the color is already chipping, so yeah. I painted my nails and then I watched YouTube and then I watched TV, like shows, Netflix with my husband. I didn't do much besides that after, and yeah, pretty much the week just has gone by. I've been working again, and then I realized, oh, hot diggity dang, this vlog's going up tomorrow and I still don't have an outro. So yeah, I wanted to do an outro. I received a package yesterday in the mail, something I ordered, and I wanted to unbox it here because I thought at least you have a little unboxing, so let's do that. So here's the package. It is a pretty big boy. I know what it is since, I mean, I ordered it. So let's do this. Can I do this? Fail. Oh. Really? Oh my god, this is a joke. There we go. And it is, let's do it like this so that you actually see it. It is, oh, it is so gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It is Empire of Gold by S.H. Chakraborty, the conclusion to the David Bond trilogy, one of my all-time faves. I mean, I love this trilogy so much, and these covers are so stunning, these UK hardbacks. If I were you, if you plan on reading the series and you're like a cover collector, I would definitely jump on this, these covers, because I'm sure they're gonna go out of print at some point, and then it's like gonna be like all the other UK hardcovers that are out of print and cost a ton of money. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to read this. You're so beautiful. Like, I mean, Kingdom of Copper is facing out now because I love the colors on Kingdom of Copper, but this shade is like my all-time favorite color, and so I think this one is gonna be the one facing, I don't know, we'll see. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I want to reread the first two to read this one just because I love it so much, so I might just re-listen to the first two audiobooks and then this one. Oh, I'm so excited. This makes my day. I'm so excited. In case you didn't know, the first book follows a con woman named Nari, and Nari just needs money, and so she tricks people into thinking that she has healing magic, and so she goes and performs some healings, and one day as she is performing one such a healing, she sings an old song and she's just like, I'm just making this up as I go. Little did she know, she summoned a djinn, and magic is actually real, and she does actually have magic. So the djinn that she summons comes, meets her, and whisks her away to Davabad, and this is just like, oh my god, like if you love desert kind of fantasy, like, this is really good, guys. Like, the characters in this series are amazing. The plot, it just keeps you going and going and going, and definitely the audiobooks, I recommend them. They're on script and they're really good, and yeah, definitely recommend this series. If you have not put it on your radar, please do so, especially now as we're celebrating authors of color. S.H. Chakraborty, man, please put this on your radar because this is fantastic. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna be closing out this vlog because I actually need to go to work now. I actually need to go to my physical therapist because, I don't know if you know, did I tell you this? I broke my leg in December. Basically, I need to go to the physical therapist now, then go to work, then come home and be tired, and read 150 million pages because I am in 150 million buddy reads. That's my life. But pretty much I just wanted to close out this vlog and say I'm sorry that this vlog was not as fun or interesting or engaging as my previous vlogs, but this weekend I'm gonna be filming one and I am so excited. I won't tell anything, I won't spoil anything, so I'm gonna be starting filming this new vlog on Saturday, which you will see next week, which is gonna be episode 5 of Vlogs in Bookland. But in the meantime, if you want to have fun watching more vlogs, I will leave Natasha, Maganet, and Felipe's videos or channels actually linked down below, because then you can just binge watch their channels, because those ladies are phenomenal. I mean, you can get one thing from each of those girls. Like if you want to laugh, if you want to feel productive, if you just want to feel inspired, if you want to feel happy, if you want to see cute dogs and cats and vegan food, and I love those girls. Like, I will leave their channels linked down below. You can watch episode 4 of Vlogs in Bookland on all of their channels and just binge watch our other videos until next week for episode 5, which is gonna be so exciting. I mean, like, I have plans for that vlog, and it's not gonna be like this one because I have a little bit more energy lately, and I'm just super excited for that vlog, and I know you're gonna like it. So in the meantime, guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.